Okay, so here we are for round 3, it happens to be, of the Cappuccino Induction League on Season 2. Round 2 had to be postponed, unfortunately. We weren't able to run it for some technical difficulties. But never mind, we all got a fair crack at qualifying again, and we did round 3 instead of round 2. So it doesn't really affect things, to be fair, other than we're doing one less race. Qualification for this then, we've got DMGH, pole position, JK second, race 42 third, Mad Dog McTaz 4th, Janobi 5th, Slim 6th, 7th JB Player, Catch Potato in the 8th, Skywalker in 9th, Super Ninja 10th, and Rhesus following up in 11th. The qualification was so close for this one. DMGH and JK, I believe, were separated by no time at all. I think it was 0.00, it might have been 0.001. But anyway, let's see what happens. I'm going to take you through the main highlights as best I can in my usual fashion. So here we go for the start of the round 3, and the lights go to green, and away we go. Everybody flying down now to the first corner. This is a famous corner for having lots and lots of crashes on. So let's down to La Source, I believe it's called. So let's hope nobody collides. It's gone quite well for everybody. JK goes quite wide, probably on purpose. Race 42 has lost control in the back. Is he going to go into the wall? No, luckily he didn't go into the wall. I wonder if you got a little bit of contact there, to be fair. Might be worth just going on board, if I can catch him, with race 42 there. And just having another look at that, see if he got tagged from the rear. So, let's just have a look. We're on board now with race 42. And we'll watch it from... we'll watch it from the front, actually. Just to see what happened. No, in fact, we'll switch from the rear, just in case he got clipped, because it looked like he might have got clipped. Now that's Mad Dog with him, and no, he's just got onto the grass, and oh, blimey, how did he hold that? He just got onto the grass by himself, and that wiggled the car wide. He lost traction at the back, which definitely didn't help him at all. So hard luck there, fella. Really bad start there, but it happens, you know. It's tough and it's competitive. These things happen. So let's get back on board with the leaders now, going down the Camel Straight at the top of La Source, at the top of Eau Rouge, I beg your pardon. Incredible, everybody all together, all jostling for position as we enter the Lacombe section now. Reasonably light braking section into Lacombe. DMGH still has the lead. JK, the reigning champion, tight up behind him. Slim and Mad Dog following up as well. JB Player and Super Ninja, what a good start from one of the new boys there, up into 7th place. I believe he was down in 9th, so that's a pretty good start. So as we come down to the section that's starting to approach the Pouhon corner at Spa-Francorchamps, in the heart of the Ardennes forest in Belgium, DMGH has pulled out a little bit of a gap now, but on this circuit, to be fair, it doesn't matter that much because of the slipstream effect. It's such a high-speed circuit, and again we can see JK going for the gap. DMJ was having none of it though. He just places his car where it's going to be really difficult for JK to get round. JK slightly wide again. That's going to help Slim, but JK's held it round the outside seemingly. Oh no, I was mistaken. DMJ has just got back in front again. Race 42 is catching the pack now. He's getting himself back on form, catching the pack. Very close, bit of dust being kicked up there at the back. Very good job. Now, going down into the Blanchimont section, DMGH with the silver alloy wheels, number 32. He had black alloys last season. Interesting to say we've had a 2-week break, a 2-week recess between Season 1 and Season 2. And the boys have been really at it. Everybody's been practicing like mad. And oh, it's so close going through the Blanchimont section. We're approaching the bus stop chicane now, the first heavy braking point for the first time. Who will plant it down the inside? DMJ is having none of it. He's gone really defensive. He's saying, okay boys, you've got to go around the outside if you're going to do me. Let's see if he makes it stick, because he's going to compromise his line into the corner. Yeah, he's gone a little bit deep into it, but they've all got round, have they? Oh, a little bit of a slide at the back there from Super Ninja as he tries to catch up. Jostling for position though is Slim, and DMJ temporarily down into second, but he's got the inside corner for the La Source hairpin, so I think we'll be fine there. I think he'll hold that, but JK may hold back to get the cutback. Now, interesting enough, Janobi is up into 4th now, and I didn't mention Janobi much in the other in the other race. But actually, you know, what a superb job. I mean, where's he come from? Because last year's performance, it was good, particularly around the Capering last year, but the rest of him, he was kind of middle pack, so he's really got to work with that Cappuccino, and he's really improved, whatever he's doing, he's improved it, because he's really on song here. Maybe it's one of his favourite tracks, but look at him now, he's up to third, he's going to get a huge draft and a tow. DMJ has already dived to the outside of JK, and look at that, we've got the top 7 or 8 players flying down the Kemmel Straight down towards Lacombe. High speed section here, approaching approximately 130 miles an hour, maybe a little bit more with the drifting. They're all braking to get around Lacombe successfully, and Ginobili snuck into the lead. That's exactly what I was talking about, and that's a superb performance. We've really got to stick with this, because these camera angles are doing it justice, and because everyone's close, we can really see what's going off. Yeah, it's looking fast and furious. I mean, what can you say? You've got to have a really good flow to this track, because it's so easy to lose anything up to sort of 2 or 3 seconds by just misplacing a few tyres on a few curbs, or not quite getting the apex right, and it really slows you down because it's such a high-speed circuit. So, at 2 minutes, sort of 2 minutes 46s, really, I think, are the fastest laps around here. That's a long lap, and that takes a lot of concentration, a hell of a lot of concentration by the players. So there was a little bit of an off in the background, I think, there. Let's just go on board with Ginobili, and let's look at the rear of Ginobili's car. Oh, and don't those engines sound great. Let's just listen to this for a while and watch JK trying to get past. Now here we go into Blanchimont. Look at the forest, it looks absolutely fantastic through the heart of the Ardennes forest. Now will JK plant one down the inside into the heavy braking zone? Only time will tell. Let's keep an eye on it. We're going defensive with Ginobili, but now he's cut back to the right. Now he needs to keep on the left of our shot, but JK's made his decision, he's going wide. DMJ is still there trying to keep tabs on what they're doing, maybe hoping that they collide. So through the bus stop chicane quite cleanly, maybe a little tag at the back there on JK from DMJH's point of view. Looking pretty good, this, folks. This is the second, no, we're on to lap 3 now, so let's have a good clean racing. Let's just go for the outside for the La Source hairpin. Still staying with the leader here, because the pack's really close together. So number 1 Ginobili, JK, Slim, DMJ, who's down in 4th. But again, you're going to get a real big toe up here. We're approaching side by side, DMJH and Slim approaching side by side into Eau Rouge. Oh, have they held it? We really need to look at the back of the camera shot. We've got our eye on Ginobili at the moment. I don't think anyone's come off. The order hasn't changed, but blimey, 2 abreast into Eau Rouge. Only the bravest of racing drivers do that. But now look at DMJ. He's got the double draft from JK and Ginobili, and he's planted it through the middle. But look at Slim at the back of Ginobili. Who's going to be the last on the brakes into Lacombe? Oh my goodness, everybody behaving and everybody not nudging. And you know what? You only get this at vrroom.org. It's absolutely superb. You know, you get the finest drivers in the game together, and this is what it produces. It's interesting to note as well, just for the viewers who may be watching this who aren't members of the VR room, is that all these players race with no driver aids at all. That includes no ABS, so there's no driver aids whatsoever, and we all race with full damage on as well, so any collisions will ruin your race and potentially ruin other people's, and that's why you get such well-behaved but really competitive driving. So round Pouhon for the 3rd time now, approaching the back section of the circuit towards the section just before Blanchimont. Stavelot, I think it may be called, this corner. JK has got the lead back again. DMJH is in 2nd place. Ginobili 3rd, race 42 4th. JB Player 5th, Slim 6th, 7th Mad Dog, 8th Skywalker, 9 Super Ninja, 10 Free Sauce, and 11 bringing up the rear Couch Potato. So you know, JK's really, I mean, there's the reigning champion, he really wants to stamp his authority on this, and he clearly looks like he's doing a really good job of that. Everyone does, though, to be fair. You know, the top Really, JK, DMJH, Race 42, JB Player 1 in the last season, there was nothing much separated in them at most of the rounds. And they're all keen to get a really good start. We're approaching the bus stop chicane again, though. And it's 3 abreast approaching the bus stop chicane. Let's hope it all works out for them. Are they going to get round? Well, my heart was in my mouth then, I must admit, because I thought there was going to be a pilot. But again, look at that. The top 5 cars get round in one piece. Well done. Good credit to all the players. Again, it's bumper to bumper. This race really is wide open. It can be anyone's. As we start lap 4 of 8, so we're halfway point of the race now. It's worth going on board maybe with the back of JK's car just to see what's going off. So we'll go on board with JK. As we approach the Eau Rouge corner, look at that, it's a blind uphill section. We'll stick with the front of his car for now. It's blind here, you have to guess where the apex is on the left, swing it in and try not to back off the gas. You want to be doing about 130 miles an hour at the end of the straight. If we look behind, DMJH has just slipstreamed now on the right hand side. Behind him is Ginobili, who's slipstreaming DMJH. Oh my god, we've got to go to the outside view for this. Flying down the straight, 3 abreast, 4 abreast nearly. Race 42 is right behind them with JB Player 1. Are they all going to survive into the lagoon? Yes, well done, 2 abreast with DMJH, and I think that was Race 42 and Slim. Ginobili is up into the lead now. Again, doing a superb job with his yellow alloys, which I like this year. Looks very smart. Race 42 now. Race 42, after a really bad start, has pulled up into 3rd position. Now that's a sign of quality because it's difficult to catch here, very difficult to catch. So well played, Race 42. That's some really good competitive driving. Meanwhile, that's bumped DMJH, who was leading not long back, down into 5th. And it's JB Player 1, no, it's JK up Ginobili's rear end saying, excuse me fella, I want to come past. Now Ginobili has kept defensive into this section. Race 42 is waiting just to collect and go through the gap when these two collide. And DMJH is trying to catch up with JB Player 1. So, as we approach the Blanchimont section for the 4th time in the race, we've got JK, Ginobili, Race 42, JB Player and DMJH. Now, JK has got a little bit of a gap here, but will it be enough so that he doesn't get the slipstream from Ginobili, or Ginobili doesn't get the slipstream from him? But it's still 5 of them. God, that looks absolutely fantastic. Approaching 120 miles an hour now, according to the readout at the bottom. You're doing about 130 when you break into the bus stop chicane. And Ginobili's going to go for this. I think he's on the outside. It's looking like he's going to do a bit of a cutback, maybe, if JK goes defensive. Let's see what happens for the 4th time round the bus stop chicane. Oh, and there's contact, and Race 42's gone round. Race 42's gone round. DMJH looked like he collected Race 42, and oh, that's such a shame. But you know, these things will happen when you're in tight situations like that, and everybody's got a point to prove. And you know, 5 cars into one gap doesn't really go. and to be fair, I think all the guys have done a really good job making it round for the last 4 laps. So it's a great shame for race 42, but from 6 he might be able to get back up there and pick up some decent points. I am going to skip a few laps now because it's a horrendously long lap. We're already up to the 14-minute mark now, because that was where the main excitement in this race was, I think. So if we just continue forward to lap 6, let's see if the order's changed. No, it's JK, Ginobili, DMJH. JK, Ginobili, DMJH. Sorry, gone slightly out of focus there. And then let's just skip forward again. Is it changing? Lap 7. JK, Ginobili, DMJH hasn't changed. Into La Source. And I think we'll probably just stick with the final lap then. It's not changing. We've still got JK 1, Ginobili 2, DMJH 3. Race is still holding 6. So I'll get us back in focus now. Good. Sorry, my camera went out of focus there because the screen was black for quite a long while. What a battle here. We've got JK and Ginobili right behind him. Now, Ginobili's not giving up. He really wants to win. He wants to win this. And in the meantime, in the background, you can just see there that DMJH and JB Player 1 are hard at it as well. I think we'll go on board with Ginobili because then we can get quite a good view of what's going off behind, and JB Player 1, and blimey, God, I just saw JB Player 1 and DMJH changing position through the Eau Rouge section of the circuit. That's absolutely mental. But they did it and they made it stick. But what a battle up front we're watching for the last lap of this season opener, which is the 3rd round of the Cappuccino Induction League at vrroom.org. Who's going to win it? It could be anybody's. It's not going to be a DMJH and JB Player 1. They're too far back now, but we'll stick with these 2 leaders. There's nothing separating them as they approach the downhill section going towards Pouhon Corner. For the final time, lap 8 of 8, DMJH and JB Player 1 going hammer and tongs for it. Just at the back, we'll try to clip to those in a moment, but down into the Pouhon Corner for the final time. J Clay's got the advantage, but Ginobili is right on it, right on him with those lovely yellow alloy wheels. Car looks absolutely great, that does. So again, there's just a slight, DMJH is not going to catch because there's not going to get the draft from Ginobili, which is a great shame. So it's not going to be 4 over the line, it's going to be 2 then 2, but which 2 and in which order? So down into the Blanchimont for the final time as they accelerate hard, again up to about 130 miles an hour. It's just foot to the floor here, it's all about horsepower and drifting. Now, is Ginobili close enough to have a stab? Is Ginobili close enough to have a stab? Let's watch. Is it going to be close enough to have a stab? I'm going to be quick because I'm going to try to get back down to DMJH once we watch them around the one-stop chicane, and Ginobili is having a stab. He's having a stab. And has he made it? No, he's backed off. JK held it. Now JK's got the inside line. Ginobili showing his nose, but JK saying, no thank you, sunshine, I'm having none of that. Keeping his line, and is he going to get a cut back, Ginobili? He's gone for it, but no, he's dropped back. It's not going to happen. So it's going to be JK across the line first, and meanwhile, what's happening behind? DMJH has managed to hold it with a little bit of a gap from JB Player 1. Race 42 has gone wide there on the last lap, but what a race. What an absolute race. So the defending champion doing an absolutely superb job. He's really stamped his authority on this. So Sunday coming is the next races, and I wonder what's going to happen. Let's see if JK can extend his lead or if the other boys can catch back up. Thanks for watching.